This just in. We are watching movies.
Rouse.
Welcome to the house, Rouse. Cool. This episode was my pick. Sick. And I picked Walk the Line. And by this time, I actually think we're in order with our episodes, so you actually know what we're actually going to review now.
Wait,
Say actually again.
we haven't been in order?
Actuality. Yeah, I don't think so.
How many lost episodes are there now?
I think 3.
Sick.
Artipo, Statalo.
Why do I keep going?
Alright, so I thought Andrew Garfield was better in this one.
Oh, God.
No, so we said we're going to review Walk the Line, followed by Top 5 Songwriters, which, no one cares about music except for me, so they all said they fucked this
I
list.
mean, I didn't like the list for the longest time, and then I remember I started thinking about it. I was like, alright, this isn't a bad one. But it's not one I am as passionate about. I'll still be passionate enough to call you dumb later on.
It's not a bad list. It's just like
I wasn't
you have to
super into
really
it at first.
know your artists to make this
Yeah.
list, which makes it hard to be really like.
Yeah.
Because I haven't like sat on these thoughts for like years at this point. Like
Yeah.
I've sat on my other thoughts like for years.
Just sit.
Yeah, it's like just sitting there. Not even standing.
Okay, well, we haven't yet said it. It just fucking walk the line.
Just
Hello. My name's Johnny Cash.
why are you so sweaty?
When I walk the line.
Oh fuck!
No one wants to hear
this.
this.
Tab is way off.
Play the fucking thing!
I'm playing the best I can.
Do not love me, baby. I'm gonna walk the line.
Listen, you're a talented hack.
I'm going back to the line.
Dude, just cry on stage.
I got help me out with folks doing it now. Woo!
I'm playing my heart
Yeah,
out.
fucking dude!
So much sweat.
The
We
lines
watched.
He did say it.
with
I feel like he didn't even
2005
say
He
it.
already
Joaquin
said it.
Phoenix.
He definitely said it.
2005, it won 1 Oscar.
Who describes it?
Nominated for 3.
It
I
looks
think
like
Hunt-
he's doing it, so might as well.
I think Hunter's.
Just fucking roll with it.
So-
I think it is your turn.
I think Hunter describes
Sick.
it.
It's Johnny Cash's life. You like Johnny Cash? Watch it, because it's his fucking life.
Even if you don't, it'll give you an appreciation for Johnny Cash.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's the show.
That's it.
Alright, you guys know how it goes. Unsubscribe.
Did you think Johnny Cash was a 100% good guy? Probably gonna question that after seeing this.
The opening was I thought the worst part of the movie. The first 25 minutes I thought were the worst part.
That's water, right?
The worst part, yes.
I thought that was actually, I thought it was great.
I thought it moved too fast.
I thought the kid actors were amazing.
No, they're really
Dude, the
good.
kid looks just like Joaquin Phoenix. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, no, they're really good. I just thought it moved too fast. Whereas this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and that's the beginning, and then it just cuts to where we are now. And I guess and I know that it is an opening or a setup, but it just seemed too much of hitting just points really quick to get to other stuff.
Honestly, the beginning of this movie it's just been ruined for me by Walk Hard, which I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about tonight. Because, A, that's just a fucking amazing parody, comedy, everything.
is.
It's so well done. So the beginning of this movie is ruined for me. Honest to God, it was crazy because when I started watching it, and when I saw the dad for the first time, I'm like, that's not the right guy. I was totally okay with the other 2 kids playing those parts. When I saw the dad, I was like, that's not him.
Yeah, he literally at the beginning says something about it being the wrong kid that died.
Yeah, he says that.
Yeah. And he was like,
He actually
they
says
took
it
the wrong son or something like that.
He actually says it twice in the movie.
Yeah, the whole movie, all I had in my head was, wrong kid died.
Yeah.
Wrong kid died.
No, I definitely think they made the dad a little too evil.
Yeah, he's an asshole, dude.
He is awful.
But you know what though? Like, just based on stories I've heard from like people like my parents' age, like that's how people were, dude. They were just hard as shit back
I mean, it's
then.
a harder life, man. Like they're living off a farm.
Oh, I'm not like saying like.
I mean, yeah, he is still an
What, you
asshole.
hate farmers?
What an ass. But yeah, no, yeah, his dad.
Like
is
people
super
were like
evil.
that. They were just like, you know, your kid's just tough shit.
Yeah.
You know, just do what you know, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
No.
But
Yeah, the opening I thought was the roughest part, just because, yeah, it just moves too quickly, and it basically to me was like trying to get it out of the way really quick. It was like, here's a scene with the brothers like being friends, and now here's a scene about the older brother dying. Now here's a scene about the dad being mad, and it just like cuts through all of that real quick, which I guess you have to do.
they probably just didn't want the little kids to be too much part of the movie. You know, like
Yeah.
they wanted to be more about like the rock star life of him.
Yeah, I would just appreciate a little bit more setup. I guess the only gripes really I have with this movie is I'd like a little bit more setup, and I'd like a little bit more focusing on the music writing than they do.
Yeah, but because the movie's not as much about like the writing; it's more about like the tough life and like the ups and downs of being a rock star,
Yeah.
and then also like
well, it's really just down. There's no
yeah,
ups.
it's not really up till the end.
There's no ups.
There's no ups.
Yeah, he had a tough fucking life, but I think that's what kind of plays in the movie's favor though, because one of the best things about the whole movie is that they don't like show him to be this like saint. Like he's extremely flawed and has a bunch of problems, and he does a lot of messed up stuff. But at the same time, it does a good job because it shows you his background, like all the stuff he has to, all his struggles, like you know, not getting like approval from his dad, and like his son or his brother dying when he's super young, and like,
Yeah.
so they kind of like make you feel for him. Like if you didn't have any of that background stuff, you probably just think, dude, this guy is a complete asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the the scene where he gets ripped up by that saw still fucking hit.
Oh yeah.
Even
Yeah, it's sad.
with the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of
tough.
Dewey Cox. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough.
But that scene still fucking hit. That was rough.
Um,
Also, that's the kid who ends up being in fucking first class.
What is it
oh
really?
yeah, I
Yeah.
did look that up.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is really random, but when I was watching it, the lighting and the atmosphere, especially in the beginning, where it's like kind of a deserty type
Yeah.
setting, I was thinking this movie is a lot like Logan. And then
It's
I
the
looked
same
up the
director,
director,
yeah.
and
Same
it's the
director.
dude who directed Logan,
Yeah. Mhm.
who also directed Night and Day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna write down after I looked it up. Director really likes dark, sad movies, and then I saw Night and Day, and I crossed it out.
Yep.
Night and Day is not awful.
It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not good.
This is pretty shitty.
It has Paul Dano. That's already
The
a
fuck is Paul Dano?
He's the
That's
weird,
already up for me.
nerdy guy.
Oh, shocker! So
He's also in Prisoners,
the
right?
weird guy
Yeah.
in the movie. We all know.
and he's
It's
a,
not terrible. It's not
oh, he's a
great
break
at all.
man. He's one of the greatest actors coming up. He was in
God.
There Will Be Blood, and all that.
What?
But
This kid? This is
Yeah.
this dude?
yeah, I love him, dude. I really
He
do.
is good on the movies I've seen
I
him
love him.
Little Miss Sunshine. He's great.
He
I've seen
barely
him.
speaks in that movie.
Seen Ruby Sparks. Great actor. But
Sure.
one thing that I love, even though I think they should have focused more on the songwriting of Johnny Cash, because they don't do it a lot. But some of the setups they do for a songwriting, I think is really cool. And they don't like, some of it's like really in your face, but some of it's kind of like more hidden. Like when it shows the Folsom Prison movie and he's watching it, and then also when it shows him watching the kids shine shoes.
Yep, yeah, Get Rhythm and all that
And
stuff.
all
Yeah,
that,
but yeah, like you said, like Folsom Prison's a lot more on the nose, but
Yeah.
the little shoe shine was a cool
You would-
like.
It's a
You
lot of
would
like
not-
little Easter eggs, kind of like
Yeah.
they let you see where he's getting
I thought
inspiration
that was
from.
cool. I wish they just would have shown him writing songs and coming like using his
They only
brain
did it,
to
like,
come up with
once.
stuff. They did it like one time in the whole movie. Yeah, and then the rest of that's just like, and Johnny Cash's next hit, and it's like, okay, well, we didn't even see him do any of this.
Well, it's kind of like it's almost like a romance, really. Like
Yeah, really. Yeah,
it's really just about their relationship and like
completely.
how they get
Also,
together.
yeah,
and
there's so much of that you have to fit in. I mean, I understand wanting more more songwriting out of the movie that's about the,
Yeah.
the singer-songwriter.
Also, I was really surprised to see that he didn't win Best Actor for this movie
He does great.
because he's amazing.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon actually won Best Actress that
Yeah,
year. She's also amazing too.
She takes it
She's
away.
great. She's fucking amazing.
She takes it away.
But I saw who won Best Actor and for what movie that year, and it was Philip Seymour Hoffman for Capote.
Yeah, dude.
So I was like, I haven't seen that, but he's like such a great actor.
That movie's amazing. We watched that together, right? Me and Hunt?
I didn't watch it.
No, me and you totally watched that.
I don't remember watching that with you. I don't think we watched that.
No, we did. It was amazing. It was really, really, really good. You've seen it with me. Remember, he's in the prison, he's helping that dude, he's writing the story for him.
I mean, I know that part because I've
Oh.
read that book. I've read it in Cold Blood, but I don't.
That's so funny. We watched it one night.
Do you think he had a better performance, or he should have won that year, or do you think it should have been?
It could have gone either way. Probably, yeah. Probably,
I don't remember thinking about that.
Well,
movie.
anyways, I was surprised he didn't
I've
win.
never seen it today.
It's
Yeah, I
amazing.
did. Yeah, we saw it. We were talking about that earlier. But yeah, his performance is amazing. Really, everyone's performance is very good, I think.
Mhm.
And but the main thing that's like is crazy is that they all actually sing all the parts
And play the instruments.
and play, yeah, which is amazing. And then not only the main characters, but I don't know if they all played it and sang it, but like the guys played Jerry Lee Lewis, Buddy Holly,
They were all
Elvis. They're all incredible too. Like
Well,
they all do
they're
fucking crazy
They
good
actually
job.
got all real artists to play all that.
Okay, yeah, and their acting is great too. Like all of
Yeah.
it's great. Like
Mhm.
as far as like trying to portray like famous like rock stars from that era, it's like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how they still didn't hype them up, but so much. Like you still see what they're going through, but I still feel like they just feel like normal people.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, completely.
they're all blowing that tree up
Yeah,
with
it's
the
nothing
bomb and
like
stuff.
it's nothing over the top.
Yeah.
It's just them, you know.
Yeah.
And it shows.
If they didn't have the speed, like it'd probably be a really wholesome time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see that through June, because she's just going to fucking grocery stores and like, hey, everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, you slept with another man.
You whore.
you abomination.
Wish that your mom was a good Christian woman.
Yeah, I love the scene when June and Johnny are fishing together. That was such a great scene. And then it shows him like
Oh, yeah.
doing all the stuff they did with his brother with the fishing pole, like trying to balance it.
Yeah.
All that stuff. was
Oh
great.
yeah, I liked the beginning where he's walking off to the to go to the military and
He's
he's
just
doing the
running.
little running thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great little touch.
And
Yeah.
he got it on that too, because he had to,
He's
like,
fast.
he's like skidding
Mhm.
to stop. It was,
Yeah.
it was a nice touch.
I feel like Johnny Cash is super awkward in this movie though. For the first half
yeah,
of it,
yeah, he is.
I was
He's
so-
awkward through the whole thing because he's just awkward to begin with, and then him pilled out does not help
Yeah.
the situation.
yeah, it made me. His suckiness was so uncomfortable for me for a while.
Oh, I actually wrote down this movie is way more stressful than I remember.
Yeah, it's so
Especially the first
uncomfortable.
half, dude. The first half is so hard to get through. Like not in a bad way, because that's what they're going for, but it's just like all this bad shit's happening, and then he's just awkward, and then his wife's getting all mad at him because he's like playing music.
Yeah. Dude, they
tough.
make his wife seem like the bad guy, but then like I was trying to think about it in just cold hard facts, and I was like, they're making her seem so shitty, but like in actuality, like he's really doing a lot of shitty things to her. It's like
Oh, he absolutely is, but they sneak in that little bit in the beginning to make you side with Johnny just enough. Where
Yeah.
It's like she didn't want him to pursue
Yeah.
music. She wanted him to just get the job, and he went out
Oh,
and did
yeah.
it anyway. Also, no one told you to have 3 kids with him.
yeah.
I actually did some research on her too. She died before this movie came out, but before it came out, she wrote a book, and it was just her side of like everything that happened. The woman looks nothing like what she really looks like. She's like almost looks mixed. She's like Italian, but she looks like almost mixed.
Her daughters are not happy about the movie. I'm pretty sure I read that.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said it first, but even though it's gonna look bad. But yeah, I wrote down "wife is the worst," LOL, because I know what was coming. But you
Of
do.
course.
I did say though that
course, yeah,
you can see some of the stuff that she's mad about. Like obviously she can tell he doesn't have an affair or whatever. But they also do like from the get go like show that she's like being a bitch. Like
Yeah.
doesn't support his music. Like I just
Yeah.
want you to get a job.
I feel like there's
Don't
slight
follow your dreams.
manipulation there. That's my thing. I feel like there's just slight manipulation because like Because towards the middle, she's like, I just want you here. I don't want your stuff. And I was like, I relate to that. Like, that makes sense. But she does stuff in the past to set her up to be evil.
Yeah.
But then, like, midway through, it's like Johnny Cash is just being a piece of shit to her because he's not in love with her. He loves what he's doing now. So, like, it seems I'm not going to completely trust that she just sucked. I'm not going to completely just go with that.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't think she's even made out to be that way. Like
I felt like they tried to do that a lot.
Oh no, in the movie they definitely try to make her look bad.
They try to make her look worse, but even still, I mean, like when she tells June not to get near her kids, it's because she knows June's fucking them. Like, of course she's gonna be like, yeah, I don't want you talking to my kids. Like you're the fucking person that's sleeping with my husband.
I feel like the way they make the way they make her say everything too, though. Also,
they
really are
are
trying to ham it up.
But at the same time, that's probably how it would happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I just don't fully.
Even if it is in the '60s, she'd still be like, "Step off."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
get that. I just feel like they do it in a way, especially since they established it in the very beginning that she's not supportive of his dreams.
Yeah, she runs off when he's just playing on the porch.
Dude, that look of disgust she has when he's just playing porch, dude, that made me so upset. I was
me
so
too.
mad. She's just looking at him like, what are you, like, ugh.
Which one?
Where he's in the porch and she's looking through him, the front door.
Yeah, and she's just like looking at him like just disgusted. And then she's like, you can hear the difference between you and the radio. And I was just like,
oh. Yeah, that line too, that really made it like, she was probably just saying he has a talentless hat. She was like, you don't sound anything like they sound on the radio, they're stars.
Yeah, that was,
keeping literally the greatest country legend away from making music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that leads into my next one, because that's when he went and recorded it, and I was like, fucking record producer spitting truth. Like that little
that shit was great.
Monologue he gives, he's like...
That's probably the best scene in the movie for me. That whole scene's the best.
Yeah, when he's like,
love that scene.
You gotta say what's from your heart.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what sells.
Yeah.
And dude, he just rips it.
Oh, but you probably know. You probably know.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that guy? You probably know. Who is the actor? I cannot figure that out, dude. It's been driving me crazy.
Oh,
I've seen him in something.
The guy who plays the record producer?
Yeah. What is he in?
I can't believe why didn't you look it up?
I looked it up very briefly.
You guys keep
but
talking.
I couldn't figure it out.
We don't want dead air, but I will.
Jamie, look that up.
Jamie, pull that up.
My name's not Jamie.
Hunt dog.
Oh, I love. Real quick, I love the Tarantino foot shot of Reese Witherspoon's feet in this movie.
Tarantino.
Yeah, Tarantino always puts fucking like he's definitely got a foot fetish.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
he has barefoot in every movie he's done barefoot shots of women.
I didn't know that.
Just bare feet shots. So he's like notorious now for having bare feet.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yep. So
go back. So many.
Yeah.
It's like an hour of foot shots every movie.
Dude,
Yeah, 3 hours, 1 hour's foot.
and once upon a time in Hollywood, there's like 3 foot shots in it of bare feet.
Damn.
Yeah.
What if he's just trolling everybody?
Still have to see.
No, he's done it since the beginning.
It's just a giant troll.
What, you looking it up?
Yeah.
Oh man,
You guys are just looking shit up.
Okay, did you find it?
No.
Oh fuck, I got it. Well, y'all keep talking.
I was looking up foot fetish.
Oh, that's not what we were looking for.
I'm getting
Jesus
a little,
Christ.
I'm getting
Anyway.
a little frisky over here.
All right, next.
Not gonna lie.
Go to your next note, 'cause I only had like 5 minutes.
Well, I said this movie is so sweet sour. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. Cause like,
Oh. He's here all night, everybody.
Working on his type 5.
Yeah, open with that one.
because like June and Johnny Cash are so sweet, like so cute together.
Oh, they are just adorable.
They're so great
He's giving
together.
those little peanuts and keeps eating them.
Yeah, so amazing together.
You know,
dude,
I
almost
thought she was gonna bite the shit out of him on that like 4th one.
Dude,
But then-
that scene's great. That's
Yeah.
actually a really,
It's a
very well done scene.
Dude, I was
They
thinking,
play that
dude, when I was watching
really
that,
well.
when I was watching the video, I was like, how did they not bang making this movie? I was like, how did they not
Oh,
bang
they
each other?
did.
I don't know. I think he was dating someone at the time.
He's actually,
She must have been married. I think she's been married.
what's wrong with Reese Witherspoon?
No, I'm saying she's out of his league.
Oh. No, I feel like
Joaquin
women,
Phoenix is a great man.
I feel like women think Joaquin Phoenix is pretty attractive.
I don't think that at all.
I think so.
But I think he is.
I feel like women like him. But he is known for being a very weird. He's known as being a very weird person.
I think he's awesome.
He's known for being extremely weird.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, he's like extremely weird.
He's dating now. I looked it up
Super hot.
because I wanted to see. Oh God. He wanted to see. I wanted to see if he and Reese Witherspoon dated because of this movie. Because most times
Yeah,
when there's a
that
romance, they date. And now, but he's dating that actress like
We have gone
Rumi Mara or something. I can't
Kirsten
remember.
Dunst.
so far off the rails.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway,
We can
the movie gets.
Yeah, it's probably an
we
ad
should
break
probably take
time.
a first ad break of the
That's
night.
who, yeah. Are you doing the
Yeah,
guy you called? Or just the
someone
guy I
called me. We just keep getting our ads dropped. Every week we got someone new.
I don't understand.
push
we
us up-
read exactly what they say.
This is what they give us. Anyways, actually, if you guys have an ad you need to send us, send it to 104.
Send it to Quonley@gmail.
What's
That's
Nanny's address?
QUONELLY. Or no, it's EY.
Oh,
QUONELLY
God, just read it.
at
All right,
Gmail.
well, here's our,
Email us
ad.
your ads.
There interesting stuff here. Glanced over it.
All right, so this is our new ad, right? We
Yeah.
we sponsor them.
I think it's less of a sponsor, more of like a,
We sponsor them?
Oh.
Why are we sponsoring people? We don't have,
we send them our
we
sponsorship.
don't have any money.
Dude, I blew the budget on our MySpace page. I thought it'd work.
All the
It's
money
coming-
went to the MySpace page and apparently sponsoring other businesses.
MySpace is coming back up, I promise.
I don't think it's really a sponsor.
All right, hey guys, I've got some great news for you.
I sound really enthused.
Is
really enthused there.
there an exclamation point at the end of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm running for office. That's right, me, your adoring host, Gary Sanchez. Oh, this is Gary. Oh, fuck. All right, we gotta help him.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
help Gary out.
It sounds like you're supposed to be Gary the way they wrote this ad. That's weird.
No, he's reading it for Gary.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's for Gary. I'm not Gary Sanchez. I would like to put the record. People have been saying in the comments below. People have been asking if I'm Gary. I'm not fucking Gary Sanchez.
It's like he's
all right?
reading a letter. Has that happened?
Yeah, and people all blowing up our comments asking if I'm Gary Sanchez. I'm not Gary
Hashtag
Sanchez.
who is Gary Sanchez?
Who is Gary Sanchez?
I've never seen the man, so I can't really speak on him.
I don't think anyone has.
What? Did he play video games with you?
All
All right. Well, he's running for office. That's right, me.
Let's see. No, hold on. What are you doing, man? No.
Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez. Is Gary Sanchez.
It's like you're reading a letter.
Your adoring host, Gary Sanchez, is gonna make his mark on society by getting to the big boy seat.
God.
My first act, you asked? I'm not even sure anymore. Hang on the prompter, just shut off. Okay. Alright. Oh. No, the prompter's still off. No, the prompt. No. Is the prompter on? Can you. I don't even know. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wing the rest of this, bit. So yeah, I'm running for treasure. Fuck it, I'll just run for treasurer, I guess. They do better healthcare, right? Dental, I don't know. Just whatever you do, don't vote for that twat Fabio. Gary Sanchez treasurer. Whatever year they're doing that one, vote now. That's promo code improv. That was all scripted. It told me to say improv. I don't know what Gary Sanchez's angle
Can I
is.
see that?
I don't know what
I'd
his
like to see this real quick.
I don't know what his angle is, but he's really
Notice the asterisk. Something fell out.
What should you have Hunt with Con
Where's
jumped
the
on the side?
asterisk?
Don't read that. And we're back.
Is this the second week in a row that he hasn't understood stage prompts? What?
Oh, you wanted me to improv.
Oh,
Improv what?
He was supposed
The
to.
promo code.
You were supposed to
asterisks there.
improv after it was already written about how you improv. Huh.
Gary Sanchez is a confusing man.
And we're back. We only have 2 minutes to finish this.
He's a national
Sick.
man.
This is gonna,
mystery.
yeah.
Not international.
You might have to actually edit it this time.
All right, let me roll through these really
We'll
quick.
just go to
Cut out
35.
some
We'll go to
large
35.
chunks.
Go to 35.
Oh, I said this is truly a story that shows that a woman can destroy a man's life. Can destroy a man's life.
You're blaming it on June.
No, I'm not blaming it on June. I'm saying it's his own fault. But like, she's the reason his
over a
whole
woman.
life
Okay, I see.
has been.
No, it's really his dad, dude. His dad
destroyed.
fucks his whole
Yeah,
life
his
from the
dad
beginning.
fucked him up
He's
from the
just
beginning. He's
constantly
already
trying to
got
get
those
approval.
demons.
Oh,
and
for
he
sure,
Just fucking
for sure.
chugs
But,
pills,
like,
and that depression
dude,
just gets
he
even
doesn't-
worse.
bastard.
He doesn't give a fuck about anything unless he has June. He does not care about anything.
Oh,
But I also found out Johnny Cash he never even got off drugs. They said, I looked it up, he only went through a couple years where he didn't do drugs, but his whole life he struggled with drugs.
70,
Well,
but,
they didn't.
He died at 71.
They didn't. I mean, I feel like they didn't make it look like he was clean forever. They just made it look like he was at least going into a good time
yeah.
in his life.
Yeah.
he still made it a good, but he was married to her for like.
Yeah, because later
30.
on, that's when later
like
on
30.
you could
Yeah.
see Johnny Cash fucking eating a cake in a bush. That photo. You ever looked at that photo?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually wrote down. People from this time love having kids.
Oh.
Everyone in this movie is just popping kids out.
That's
Yeah,
what they
dude.
did.
3 to 5 kids each.
Oh, yeah. That's what you do. Especially in a country town.
I don't know if you ever knew this also, but our grandmother actually lived right next to June Carter. She's
Oh, I
actually
forgot
from
about
Mesa
that.
Spring, Virginia, and she lived right next to her. She said that that she was very dirty, and they would run around barefoot everywhere when they were kids, or like they hurt her family or whatever.
Well, she goes barefoot in a lot of
Pretty
movies, so.
interesting.
Yeah. I even mentioned a barefoot scene earlier.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Who'd have thought you picked up on that?
Yeah, so I guess towards the end when he goes into the rain and he wakes up and sees that house and he gets it. Dude, that dinner scene is so rough.
Oh yeah.
When him and his dad start talking, I just wanted
That's
the
in the
dad
house
to
is big.
finally like be talked down to.
He
by
never does
somebody.
either. He never gives Johnny the credit either. All they really show is that Johnny gets over it at the end.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a shit.
Because of
anymore.
June.
Yeah.
June, his angel. But I said this movie's almost at the end like a psychological horror. Just tortured by his dad, dude. And his brother. And then when he's going through withdrawal and he hears his brother's voice and stuff. That was rough.
I thought
man.
that was a really well done withdrawal scene.
Yeah.
Like,
it
it
was.
wasn't super over the top.
Yeah.
It still hit you with, like, the demons that he's going through his whole life.
It I also thought that the top 2 best scenes were the one we said the record scene and then when he starts playing Folsom. Those 2 scenes are amazing.
Yeah. No,
Drink a
dude,
glass of water.
this
That
movie
seems
is a collection of his
fucking
great scenes.
Yeah, dude, I definitely, for real, I got chills like twice in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
During some of the singing parts.
Dude, yeah. Oh, dude, that one scene. First, when he asked her to marry, I think one of the best scenes easy is when he asks her to marry him.
See,
Yeah,
I feel like
God,
that
that
feels
scene was
super.
great,
I feel like that feels awkward for us, like a minute there. Like then
Oh, yeah.
it gets really great, but it's still. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's real.
Yeah.
But also that scene where they're singing together, and then there's that shot behind them, like pointed up,
Yeah.
and there's
yeah.
those lights in the background. Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. The first like 20 minutes, I was like already getting set up. I was like, oh man, this isn't gonna be as good as I remember it being.
Also,
I
I
was
was
like,
trying
oh.
to, I really should have paid a bit more attention to the years that were coming up. I halfway paid attention.
Oh,
halfway
yeah.
didn't. But like
Skip
when he
a lot.
first goes on tour with like Jerry Lee and them, it looks like they're doing like high school, like high school shit.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like when he gets with that girl in the blue sweater, like
I
it
think
says like
it's-
class of something in the background.
oh, does it really?
Yeah.
See, I kind of thought it was like a community center type thing, but it might have been like high school or something.
I mean, it's possible, but it looked like it was set up to look like a high school gym.
That chick didn't look like she was in high school.
I was looking.
Margie.
Did anyone just immediately remember Tony Hawk's Underground 2 when Ring of Fire started playing?
Nope.
Because that was the first thing I thought about when I started playing. Remember the mission where
No, I listen to Ring of Fire.
I do
regularly,
too, but it just always makes me
I
think
remember
about it.
Ring of Fire, but I remember it on a later Tony Hawk.
It's on Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Oh,
And,
okay.
it's
okay. That's
we have
what
to
I
chase the guy in the bull suit.
remember.
Remember that? It starts playing immediately. Yeah, that's
Alright.
what I was thinking
We gotta wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Are you guys ready to rate?
about. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy. This is probably the longest we've gone discussing.
I will say, I'm so glad. I thought you guys were gonna shit on Reese Witherspoon. I don't know why, but I was just like,
great.
I feel like these two are gonna
No,
shit
she-
on her.
No, she was
So I'm glad that she
great.
did too.
I feel like she's good in most movies I've seen.
Well, it just makes me sad that she doesn't go for like.
Yeah, she's not a bad actress. She
Yeah.
just doesn't always pick the best movies.
Yeah, that's what makes me sad. Is she
I
could
haven't seen her
do
in a
such
while,
great
think of
things,
it.
but
You don't like Legally Blonde?
Yeah, Legally Blonde, I'll definitely watch that movie.
I actually
Fuck
haven't
you
seen
mean?
it.
I'll-
I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
shut your fucking mouth then.
I was just joking.
I'll definitely watch Legally
have you ever seen
Blonde.
Home Again? That looks awful. All right, let's do ratings. All right, I'll kick it off. I gave it an 80%. Thought it was amazing. Thought it was great.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I thought the only bad part was the first 20 minutes, and then after that, it just gets better and better.
Yeah, it is 215. It doesn't feel like 215 though.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I agree. B plus A minus range. Really, especially when there's.
Which is it?
It's in there, man. I don't know, dude. Like shit.
Is this better than 8 Mile? We're waiting all day to ask you this.
Oh, that's a good question.
Been
Is it
waiting.
better than
Too
Big Fat
amusing.
Liar?
No.
Yes.
That's tough.
I've been waiting to ask you. I couldn't wait.
All right, so
I
I
rate
gave
it.
that. You give your rating. I'm gonna take just a second more to think about this.
I gave it.
Actually, I'm not 8 Mile. I don't know why I hesitated so long. It's 8 Mile.
I
Once I really
give-
started to think about it,
I just playing that Jason.
it's 8 Mile.
Jason said this was better than 8 Mile. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice. Dang.
Really, really enjoyed it. Also, I just like Johnny Cash a lot. And it's better than 8 Mile, for sure.
Joaquin Phoenix kills being Johnny Cash. Dude, there's some like far
Incredible.
back scenes where it shows him on stage and it looks identical
Yeah,
to
the
Johnny
haircut's
Cash.
perfect, frame, every the movie's
Yeah,
all-
it's especially like I said
Borderline
in
flawless.
that genre of biopics, like it's.
Yeah,
really
I
bad.
was thinking about I didn't mean to cut you off. I was.
I didn't want to talk anymore.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Jokes on you. I was done
I
talking.
didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Idiot.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're not gonna go any longer.
I was gonna give it an 8, but then I was like, you know what? I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. This shits all over that movie, and I
It's
like
a lot
this.
better
I
than
like this a
Bohemian
good deal better than
Rhapsody.
8 Mile. So.
It's
8.5.
I don't think Bohemian Rhapsody is quite as bad as a lot of people say, but I don't think it's near as good as a lot of people say. I'm in the middle range.
I think I gave it like a 5 out of 10.
I get it higher. I think I gave it like a 74 or something.
Yeah. What?
It was really good. I just didn't love it.
I've already forgotten what movie you guys were talking
Bohemian
about.
Rhapsody. No, it's,
Okay.
it's not great.
All right,
I
well,
wanted to like it.
let's do one more ad read. Once again, we just lost another one, so I had to get another one. It's always like that, I
Which
guess.
other one did we lose?
Which one?
Yeah,
Dude,
They've been dropping like flies. It seems
it's
like.
been awful.
that one sponsor, Dropping Flies, even dropped.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
We
I don't even
lost
know.
them?
Yeah, I don't even know what they did, really. They just,
I swear to God, we read it
It's
right.
called-
Exactly what they sent
it was
us.
called Dropping Flies. I don't even know what they did. They just... Dude, sometimes the reads don't even tell you what they do.
A lot of times, it's almost as if they were written on the spot.
But they're not.
They're
Dude,
sent into us.
Randy's shovels dropped. That's who it was.
Oh, Randy needs some shovels. Randy needs some shovels.
Yeah.
That one had a catchy hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
that
dropped.
one was great. That's
They're
gonna
gone.
be a big one too.
But also, I think I remember that song. It had catchiness, and then there was just gibberish all over it.
I think that's every one of their jingles, really.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully this one gets better.
Let's just do this.
I think we're starting to like getting into like the second tier of ads. I think we're starting to upgrade.
Who got this one? Oh, this just came in the mail from me.
Yeah.
Why are you opening my mail?
Wait, dude. Honestly, sometimes I get confused where you live and where I live.
It has my name on it. Jesus.
Is that right?
That's what that is.
All right. Well, yeah. This is the.
My flashlight is small, so at night I can't really see whose name's on what. You know what I mean?
My flashlight's pretty small.
My flashlight is very small.
It's kind of laughable.
Are you two done?
I'm sorry. We need to do this for the revenue.
Hit a sick
My
baseline.
flashlight.
Feel that in your balls? Yeah, that's right. It's me, Shady Branson. You feel that energy? $40 gets me in your living room, bringing that same energy. You think Kim Jong, what's his face, will start a third world war? Well, 2 pills of ecstasy will help you forget that. Is this a real number?
Shady Bronson. Shady Bronson.
Got the 535. Bronson's alive. 862. Shitty says, hey fool. 448. Stop giving Kim Jong hate.
Shady Bronson.
The last number of the number is just 7.
Shady Bronson.
Word to your mother.
Shady Bronson. Shady Bronson.
Bronson out.
Shady Bronson. It's Shady Bronson.
Where's the mic?
I don't know. Let's hope not. 535-862-4486-87. I don't know. Try them both. Well, now. What? WTYM. Word to your mother.
Wait, what is that ad for?
That
What do they do?
motherfucker's gonna come to your door.
He just shows up?
That guy.
Yeah.
He just shows up.
Y'all. That guy.
Yeah.
You should have just done that. You shouldn't even wrote an ad. You should have just fucking. You should have just said.
Baseline until we tell you to stop.
The only thing on the paper just says baseline detail.
Dude, that guy's killing that bass.
All right. And up next is our top 5
back.
songwriters of all
We are
time.
back.
So
Oh,
this
we're
is the transition. I was about to say, let's hit that transition song.
This is the transition song. Transition song. Transition song. Transition song.
And we're back.
I was not there for that one.
What?
That's why it rocks.
I think
Was I?
yeah.
I can't remember.
All right.
I played the keys.
So, I go last on this one, thank God. I actually want to go last on this one.
I think it's your turn to go first.
It probably is.
Because then we changed it to whoever goes first.
We've never kept up with it the right way.
So, yeah, I think Hunter does go first.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to throw out a disclaimer. I made this list very hastily because at first I thought this was a really stupid
Very
one.
hastily.
Haitianly. I did it in a Haitian manner.
Haitians.
But anyway. So yeah. Let's get into it. Let's see what happens. This is top 5 songwriters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Number 5. Jim Croce.
Ooh, I forgot about him. Damn it. I knew I was going to forget.
I need to
Just
dig deeper into him
Beautiful.
for sure.
Just he can do beautiful and he can just bad. Leroy Brown. You know, just fucking those fucking bar fighting jams, jukebox jams.
My favorite is "Don't Mess Around with Jim."
Oh yeah.
Classic. Fucking love that song.
Operator, can you help trace this call?
Also, dude, the parrot from Home Alone 3 sings "Bad Leroy Brown."
That too.
How could you not?
That puts
I
him
don't
up
think he did the original Bad Leroy Brown.
there. I'm pretty sure he did.
I can guarantee you he didn't.
I don't know if it's guaranteed you can make it.
I don't.
But anyway, Jim Croce, beautiful, beautiful songwriter. He went way too early. We should have been blessed with even more great songs.
Yeah, it's written by Jim Croce.
That song was?
Yes, suck it.
How old was Jim Croce?
Jim Croce was fucking way back.
1973.
That song was written I swear there's like 40s versions of that song, but I guess I'm wrong.
Sounds like you're wrong.
It says written by Jim.
Interesting. Well, that's cool. Cool.
All right, yeah, definitely. Number 4, Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, didn't see that one coming.
I mean,
Not a big Stevie Wonder fan.
you should be, because the man like ruled the 70s. He was
Stevie
a
Wonder's
blind.
dope.
He was a blind black man, and he dominated the 70s.
I don't dislike him.
I mean, album after album. There's not a Stevie Wonder song that doesn't emit some type of just emotion from me. You're just automatically just fucking rocking with it. It happens every time. Just makes some of the most beautiful fucking music.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder's dope.
Also, what he's done for the hip hop world. So much of his shit's been sampled.
Yeah, that's for sure
And
true.
so many of them will. That's one of the main guys. Any fucking producer or most hip hop hits will say that he is in some form and inspiration to them. All right, keep it rolling. Number 3, I've got Freddie Mercury / Queen, but mainly Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not much to say. You can write a song
it's
like
a
fucking
genius.
Bohemian Rhapsody that's just way too fucking long, but everyone will just non-stop sing every single word. And then when you actually fucking read about it, like it's like such a beautiful tale of like, you know, these ups and downs. This dude actually like killing a person, all this nut shit. It's all like, it all takes point like it's
And there's
Start recording.
There's so many theories about what that song means too. It's not just like there's this one thing that it could be. There's so much discussion over what it actually is.
Also, so he can make this beautiful opera-esque song, but then bicycle, I want to ride my, you know, just
Or Fat Bottom Girls.
yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
After listening to your list, I can already tell you guys. You'll be very mad at me by the end of the night.
Probably.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like I feel like you can absolutely make an argument for
I think-
everyone I've said so far.
I think The Game is my favorite Queen album, I believe.
Damn it, I just lost.
But I do. I think that's probably my favorite.
But yeah, I don't even think you have to say much more about that. Just could
Yeah.
fucking was one of the earlier guys who could just rock
Yeah,
a stadium
I'm shocked
with
that
his
I'm not
voice.
mad at your list. It's not my list, but I'm not mad at it at all.
I'm not gonna get mad at anybody, I don't think.
I think I will, but like I said, I think you can absolutely make an argument for any of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised the way my list went, honestly, for how quickly I did it. But anyway, number 2, it's Elton.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
scared
see-
you were gonna put him in there.
But see, he had a writer for him that wrote basically all of his songs.
No,
Wait, it was a
it was
pair.
split.
Yeah, it was a pair.
Yeah, you got pair 'em. It's Bernie Taupin.
Yeah.
You got pair 'em together.
Okay. Yeah, I feel okay.
Yeah.
They, Bernie would write a lot of the lyrics, and Elton would just like write all the music to it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he didn't make top 5 for me.
I don't know how you could
I still have him. I've seen him twice, and just again, the most beautiful songs. Every single one of his songs is going to elicit some type of emotion from you.
Dude, I'll wait. I can't. I gotta hear your number 1 is killing me now.
Oh, really?
It's killing me because we might have the same number 1. It's gonna make me lose my shit.
That'd be sick. But anyway, yeah, Elton, like I said, just genius. Been doing it for so long, and it's because his songs.
I just got a random feeling in my gut. Your number 1's gonna be Ozzy Osbourne.
I didn't even really think about Ozzy, and I don't really know how many of his he can solely take credit for. I feel like Iommi helped out a lot there.
Oh, really? For some reason, I thought he wrote all of his lyrics, but I might be completely
I don't
wrong.
know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. Anyway,
But I'm.
who doesn't
you
love
guys.
Ozzy and Sabbath? But
Yeah.
anyway, let me skip on. I guess to my number one, and that is Pink Floyd / Roger Waters.
Yeah. You know, surprisingly, he's not my top 5.
What?
That's stupid.
That's shocking. to
That's
me.
dumb because all those guys wrote amazing songs, just lyrics wise.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone on that list has made albums
Yeah.
the way that they could make them.
I know. The only reason is Roger Waters, has done solo stuff, and it's just not to the tier of what Pink Floyd was.
I don't think that disqualifies them.
I know.
The
Okay,
body,
so-
the body
I'm
of work
saying-
alone of just.
I'm
the
gonna
Pink
say
Floyd.
20
in
incredible
defense,
songs.
Yeah.
in defense of myself,
More than that.
30
I think Dark Side of the Moon is the greatest record ever made, ever. But
How could you say that?
I honestly, most of the, you have Dark Side,
Wall?
Animals, The Wall.
And Animals is I can't remember. Is there any lyrics in that?
Oh yeah. There is.
Because it's what is it? It's like 3 or 4 just
Yeah, 30.
18,
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
crazy fucking
Dude,
long
I got a friend who
songs.
can play one of those 20-minute songs all the way through.
Insane, but it's just, and that's what I'm saying though. These guys are also just they can
Yeah,
tell
I know.
a story just with the music.
So if we were talking if we were talking greatest bands of all time, Pink Floyd's number 1. If we're talking greatest bands ever, Pink Floyd's number 1.
I wouldn't say.
But as far as
I got him one probably.
it's just as far as singer-song, there's a songwriter, someone who can just sit down with a guitar and write a song. I don't really put it in the same category.
Again, I kind of put it as the collective.
Yeah.
Because
No.
of course, Sid Barton was a huge impact to take him down this trippy,
Yeah.
weird road, and they just continued on. And like I said, you're talking about not only are they making great songs, but they're doing entire conceptual albums. Which
Yeah,
some of these
yeah.
other guys still did that in a way, and obviously their albums are all tied in together, But
Yeah.
none of them have ever made albums like Pink Floyd.
Yeah. No one. Yeah, no one's done what Pink Floyd's done. Have you listened to their first
Now
record?
Stevie Wonder has made amazing albums,
Mhm.
but
Oh yeah.
it's still nothing near what Pink
Yeah.
Floyd was trying to do.
Pink Floyd literally made universes in their albums.
Yeah,
You were in a whole yeah, it was a whole new place that you were going to when you were going to through an entire Pink Floyd
Even
album.
fucking Endless River was
Endless River is so good. It's one of the most underrated albums ever. Critically, it's very. A lot of people shit on that.
That's crazy. I love that album.
I've never heard it.
Oh, it's great. It's
It's
great
so-
start to finish. It all
so
feels
good.
like it just all flows. It literally is just a river.
Yeah.
Like it just flows.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. They
that's-
said they wanted to make something that was just an entire album, because they said that in the world of iTunes and stuff, where there's just people are just making hits,
Yeah.
they wanted to do something that would be.
Well, that's what
a whole
changed the
piece.
record. Yeah, the record game changed. You used to have to put out straight albums,
Yeah.
but now you can just make that hit and that one.
I
by
hate
itself.
that.
I was gonna say that I think that one thing that hurts them a little bit from my list is it's still it's my number 1, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But is that a lot of their music, to really appreciate the songwriting, you have to listen to the entire album opposed to listen to song to song.
I don't think that.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't
Yeah,
listen, you can
that's not true
enjoy
at
it, but to enjoy what the album is about and the concept of the album, the story.
I don't know, man. Wish You Were Here. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Comfortably Numb.
Brain Damage.
Brain Damage with Eclipse. Money.
Just the Wall.
You
The
can go
Wall.
on
Division
and on
Bell.
and on and on
Division
and
Bells.
on.
I feel like super slept on. God, I love that.
The
song.
Wall is just one
That was
one
the whole
giant
that was the whole
story.
album, too, I think.
Yeah, but
The
dude,
Wall
but then
is
you
just
have
one giant story.
But then you have another brick in the wall, just hitting on the radio still. all the
I'm
time.
not saying you can't appreciate it. I'm just saying to fully understand their music, you have to
I think
listen
you do,
to
but
front
I
to
mean,
back,
once you can still enjoy it by itself, and then you just get more enjoyment by
I
knowing
think-
that it's a piece of the
Yeah,
whole puzzle.
I don't think that. I don't take that as a detriment, but I take that as a benefit. I think that means that they're better than most people, because most people can't do them.
Yeah,
Most artists can only do the hit. They can only do the radio hit. They can't do it in a whole album where it's telling a story, it's getting deep, and it's almost like a theatrical experience that you're going through. Those are the
It was
artists.
quite literally a theatrical
Yeah, they
experience
make a
while
movie.
they were building the wall.
The wall's actually
So-
was a Broadway play, I think, at one point or something.
Yeah.
It was basically a Broadway play when they were torn.
Yeah. So.
They built a goddamn wall on stage.
And most artists can't do that. I mean,
Dream Theater can. But they're not in my top 5. But
they
anyways.
can't do that.
They can. They do that multiple albums. That are.
They're all on Broadway.
No, I'm not saying on Broadway. I'm saying the stories. They put one album into a story.
Sick. All right, well, that's mine anyway.
Yeah, run through it.
Run through it. Number 5, Jim Croce. God, I love Jim Croce. I might just go listen to him when I get home. 4, Stevie Wonder. 3, Freddie Mercury. 2, Elton John, and other dude that helped him write, apparently. And
Bernie Taupin.
again, I didn't put much research into this list. Number 1, Pink Floyd / Roger Waters.
Yeah, they're definitely like among the greats. I just wouldn't put them top 5, but they're definitely among the greats. So I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, can't argue. I feel like you can't argue my list. You cannot like it, but you can't argue it.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you can hear Colin way more in this episode than you can hear me.
I feel like we're pretty equally close to it.
If anything,
Well,
I feel
when-
like you're further away.
when
I
it-
feel like
no,
I'm-
yeah,
I feel
but-
like I'm further away.
The mic picks up whoever's like directly speaking in front of it more, so it's been facing Colin more than us.
So this is louder.
Yeah, I can. It's.
Yeah,
God.
that louder.
All right, Colin, you ready?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you
I'm
looking?
double
Are you
check-
still
no,
looking up?
no, I'm
people?
checking.
No.
I'm checking to make sure the people that I have on my list play the instruments that they play. I'm just double checking really quick.
Shouldn't you have done that?
Yes, probably should. I did, but I'm double checking. I'm double checking to make sure that I don't misspeak here.
So all the fans don't get angry and said you
Yeah,
hate
so they
me.
don't freak out.
Yeah, it's good because
Destroy me.
we're totally not running over already.
I know we're so close to hitting the cap of an episode.
Shocker.
Yeah. All right, Colin, you gotta do it.
All right.
How
Come
are you
on.
still looking shit
Yeah,
up?
you
Like,
gotta
you
do
don't
it.
care.
You have to
You
do it.
not
I
care.
don't care about you guys.
We're hitting the 50-minute
Okay,
mark
all
already.
right. Sorry. Okay. Disclaimer, I also didn't put a lot of time into this list. And,
Oh lordy, lord.
this was kind of a blend of, like, my favorite bands who also were incredible writers. This is not straight up my top 5 favorite bands. It's just like...
Sounds like it's gonna be.
No.
Yeah.
It's a combination.
Which is not the same
No,
thing.
because like so my favorite band is Van Halen, but they're not like the greatest songwriters ever or anything by any means. I
That also
just
should be.
really enjoy listening to Van Halen. Fucking
Yeah,
love Van
that's
Halen.
true.
I got at least 2 off the top of my
No,
head.
dude.
You should have over.
No, Van Halen's fucking.
I have at least 100 of them. That should be
Dude,
okay.
Van
I don't
Halen
know about
has
100 of them, but
Van Halen's got 3 albums that literally every song is amazing.
at least Pink Floyd and Sabbath and AC/DC. All 3 should be over.
Listen, you can say that your favorite fucking artist to listen to is Taylor Swift. I don't give a shit. As long as you don't try to say she's the best artist of all time. I'm just saying that's who I personally like enjoy listening to the most.
Well, you're wrong.
Is you can't have your fucking opinions.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, number 5.
We still have another ad.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Peter Townsend from The Who.
Okay.
He wrote most of their music.
The guitarist, right?
Yeah, he was a guitarist.
A windmill.
Yeah, crazy sounding like guitar riffs. They're always so unique. They also have huge catalog of hits. Listen to their music regularly.
Yeah.
So-
Who's Next is a damn near perfect album.
God, dude, Who Are You? Such a fucking amazing song. And I feel like they have multiple really emotional songs, but emotional in different ways. Like, Baba O'Reilly's kind of like uplifting sounding, and it's almost like gospel-y, but like obviously in a different way. And then like Who Are You just gets you just get fucking amped while you listen to it. Like, God,
Man, you haven't even talked about their most emotional love, Rain Over Me.
Man Over Me.
Which
It's a great one. It's like a sad
has legitimately made me bawl like a baby one time when I heard it.
Dude, Pinball Wizard's a dope little story.
Yeah, it's a great
Oh,
song
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Elton John's done a
Magic,
cover of that.
Magic Bus.
Yeah, Magic was great. Yeah, man. Big,
I'm not.
It was
That's one
incredible.
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah.
I looked at that. I considered it. It didn't make
And
my
you're about to
mentions,
get-
but
You're about to get real mad with number 4.
Oh God.
Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. It's my number 4.
Wow. I saw that on the list and I was like, oh, that's weird.
He is. I will say he's a great lyricist.
Yeah, fucking amazing.
Great lyricist.
Dude, Jesus of Suburbia. How could you argue against that?
21st
That song's
Century
fucking
Breakdown's a
incredible.
great lyric album. If you go through the lyrics of 21st Century Breakdown A to B, the lyrics
Yeah, and
are
American
great.
Idiot was also a Broadway play. 'Cause
American
how
Idiot lyric,
amazing-
yeah.
It's also the whole thing is a story.
See,
And then you have everything
um,
before. Then you have everything
that's
before
where
it.
it all went to shit for me.
You have everything
I did
before
not
it.
like American,
American
Idiot. Everything
Idiot's
before.
amazing.
Oh really?
No, I'll give you that.
Everything before's great.
I like, but American Idiot.
And I
So
have
I had that Green Day Greatest Hits that looked like a 70s.
Yeah,
like,
International
yeah,
Super
yeah,
Hits.
yeah, and that was right. I feel like that came out
Amazing.
before American
amazing to
Idiot,
see, yeah.
and I just love every track on that.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I watched a documentary on him, and he said because there was always so many punk bands at the time, and where they were growing up, I can't remember where they're from, but they said everyone was trying to be the greatest guitarist in the world. Billy Joe Armstrong said he didn't really care about his skills on guitar. He just wanted to be the best lyricist in the world. So he started working on his lyrics more than he started working on his guitar playing.
And that's why he did punk music.
The best instrumentalist of all of them is the drummer, by hands down. Because the drummer is actually fucking incredible if you listen to him.
Dude, no,
Drummer, dude,
I'll argue
rip.
the bassist up and down's the best.
I mean, he's great too, but I was supposed to the drummers better.
Oh, what's his name?
I forget all the
Crap. It's not. Is it like Mark Little or something? I can't remember.
I also
The
have
bassist is so good.
I have a big bias against them because they were my favorite band growing up.
I thought about putting Billy Joe Armstrong in it, but I just can't. There's other way better songs.
I mean, that's how Jim Croce snuck in. Like I love him, but there's probably other ones.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad
Yeah,
about
I
that.
just yeah,
Jim
big bias.
Croce was mostly nostalgia.
Dude, and Dookie is like
Insomniac
incredible.
is
Insomniac's
way
amazing.
underrated. Way underrated.
Yeah, they're just great.
I don't hate it, but I can't see it as a top 5.
Yeah, and they have some just outright funny songs, like Longview. The song's just silly.
I don't know. That song's relatable to a lot of teenagers who are depressed.
They're just beating off.
Sounds like you have a personal anecdote for that song.
Dude, masturbation's no fun anymore, man.
All right, keep it rolling. What's
All
next?
right, number 3, Roger Waters from Pink Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Can't have Pink Floyd's got to be in your top 5. It's got to be.
No, for
Gotta
bands
be.
number one, for singers
I don't know
singer
how.
songwriters. No,
I don't know
There's two
how you
different
can
things to
sit
me.
here and say they wrote the greatest album of all time, and then say
because this
he's
is
not
a
in my
different
top
list.
5.
Because it's a different list for
What?
me. It's a different list.
Yeah, we already talked a shit ton about them. They're incredible.
Yeah.
So amazing, emotional songs. Another Brick in the Walls in my top 3 favorite songs of all time.
Really? I don't even know
Love.
if that's top 3.
Top three
Pink
Pink Floyd songs.
for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the thing with Pink Floyd is you can say like,
Oh yeah, I mean,
Shit
that's
ton of their
another one
songs.
where you can make plenty of arguments for a top 5. But
yeah,
that's,
love that song.
you don't need a top 5 within a top 5.
Number 2, Elton John and Bernie Taupin.
Wow.
So we had the same 2.
Okay.
I honestly thought about putting number 1. And it's weird because
Sarah's gonna lose her fucking
I
mind
know.
over this episode.
she's gonna be very happy. But
Until Evan's list, of course.
yeah, I didn't even really listen to Elton John at all until I met Sarah, and then
Colin's wife.
yeah, my wife, and then
He's like, don't hold me to that.
yeah, not for long. I got my June Carter somewhere. Anyways,
You do have 3 kids.
And every day she wakes up saying, "You can't sing."
She does remind you of that daily.
a little bit. Cut that out. But yeah, but they like, God, his discography is fucking humongous. Like I tried to download it on
Yeah,
iTunes
he's one of
one
those
time.
people
It's
who
outrageous.
has like 8 greatest hits
Yeah.
albums, and they're all they're
Yeah.
all great.
And he has some songs that are about like some crazy shit, like "Everyone's in Love with Alice," whatever that song's called. It's about, or "All the Girls Love Alice." I don't know if you guys ever heard that one, but it's about this. It's about everyone's wives aren't getting pleased by their husbands, so they keep going to this female prostitute to get banged, pretty much.
Nice.
But he has some just crazy, outrageous songs like that. And then he has like
You happy
really
with your wife?
Yeah, he's got those. He's got the amped up ones.
Yeah.
Honky Cat's my favorite.
He's got the emotion ones. He's got the kind of silly one, like Honky Cat a little bit.
Saturday Night Sunrise.
That's my favorite Elton John song.
Really?
That's my all-time favorite. Yeah.
Honky Cat's
I've
mine.
always said if I was ever like a pro athlete or something, that'd be my walkout song.
Benny
And you
and the
get like
Jets.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's almost kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Rocket Man, of course.
Oh yeah, the Funeral for a Friend. It's like 8 minutes long. The intro to I think it's the first song. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Fucking your song is
Yeah,
That's
deep as
probably,
shit.
that might be top 5.
That's like his
favorite
first
songs
album or
for
something
me.
too.
Really?
Right? One of his first albums.
Yeah, I love your song. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's hit number
incredible.
one.
And number 1, Geezer Butler and Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath.
Dude, I knew it. I knew it.
Geezer was the.
He was the main lyricist. He wrote most of the lyrics.
Is
for
he the
band.
bassist or the drummer?
The bassist.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, unbelievable bassist.
Oh, for sure.
One of the best ever.
Oh, for sure.
Easily.
Yeah, he does not get.
And
near
then you
that.
got Ozzy's vocals, and a lot of times what would happen is
That's the only one.
Wait,
that's
did
the only one I
Geezer
don't
stay
like
with
so
him when
far
he
of
went
any of this.
solo or no?
I don't know.
Is it just?
Actually,
Or are
don't
you
know.
counting this solely off of Black
I was only
Sabbath?
counting Black Sabbath, so I don't know. But
Man, I can't.
Black
You
Sabbath
can't.
has a
That's
catalog.
a little tougher for me.
That's crazy.
They have a
man.
catalog of hits. I was actually looking up. All
I mean,
the
I
songs.
love Sabbath. I just made the argument that should be top 3 bands, but
Yeah, there's top 3 bands, just not top 5 songwriters. Whatever. War Pigs. Holy shit. Fairies Wear Boots.
of course. That's where he really shows off that bass prowess.
And yeah, dude, he is shredding on that thing. NIB.
That's probably another
Sweet
top
Leaf,
5 favorite song.
Sweet Leaf, Symptomatic, Black Sabbath. Dude,
Iron Man's sick
Iron
once you
Man,
actually listen to the
yeah,
lyrics. Because
Paranoid.
it's a fucking awesome story.
Paranoid. They also have a crazy, cool story about Paranoid. Was the album was originally going to be called War Pigs.
Oh, yeah, they added that
And,
shit last second.
At the last second, we needed one more track to top it off, and then
That's why it's super fucking quick with the rest of them. Oh, bye.
yeah, where are you going? But yeah, and then they need to cap it off. So the guitarist was Tommy Iommi, is that his name or something?
Tony Iommi.
Tony Iommi, I always get the fucking name mixed up. He wrote the riff, and then I think Ozzy or Geezer wrote the lyrics, and then like the dude thought it was so catchy that they made that the name of the album, and that ended up being like the biggest song on their album. So I mean, I could see where you wouldn't put that number 1, but I gauge that on like they're incredible songwriters, and they're also my favorite of these top 5.
I don't hate them being on the top 5. I feel like it's a bit of a stretch at number 1. Just because it's just not enough of a body of work. I feel like you're talking about Elton John has more greatest
he
hits
does.
albums than they have albums.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're talking about, like you said, you know,
I
they
like
can
them
can
more.
create these whole stories. Like they wanted to make those horror-esque, like literally, I've seen a documentary where it was like Ozzy was talking about he wanted to. They were talking about like he's like, you know, they show horror movies down the street at the theater. Why don't we make that version of music?
Okay, here's some of the songs he wrote, just to cap it off real quick.
Okay.
Changes. Changes, fucking deep song. Oh, he actually didn't write that.
I was
Because
about to say,
that was
that
actually
was-
an old song, sorry.
His first song, he's
I
like,
got
oh wait,
fucked
so
up. Fucked it up, fucked it up. Cut that
I
out.
don't think you wrote
No,
Changes,
he's
but I
like,
could be
next
wrong.
superstition. Wait a second.
I think actually, it says he wrote it, but I think it must mean the music for it. Because he didn't write the lyrics for sure.
Changes?
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I feel like you keep getting that mixed up because I remember I've seen an old like soul gospel singer covering Changes before, and I feel like he might have actually.
Maybe,
wrote that.
I don't know. I just thought for some reason he didn't.
No,
But, he
He
wrote.
you've said that before, and I was like, I don't know if that's true, but I don't know enough about it to say it.
The Wizard, Iron Man, Planet Caravan, Black Sabbath, NIB, Trash, Paranoid, War Pigs, Fairies Wear Boots, Heaven and Hell. Yeah, I mean, Symptom of the Universe, Never Say Die. That's enough.
Again, I'm not.
Shit.
I feel
Children
like
of the Grave.
I feel like I couldn't argue it on the top 5. I just feel like I don't know.
They started metal.
They did.
They fucking started metal, dude.
I'll absolutely be on that
Oh,
board
man,
with that.
Amazing. But yeah, so real quick, run through them again. Peter Townsend, The Who. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. Roger Waters, Pink Floyd. Elton John and Bernie Taupin. And then number 1, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. And Geezer Butler, sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I think we should do a final ad read.
Oh yeah, you're right. These guys actually texted me this one. It's crazy.
All right. Well, I guess I'll read it.
I usually prefer mail, but you know, I'm gonna need to start getting them all texted that you just go through my mail apparently.
Dude, I don't know. I just blindly walk in the
Anyway.
night with the flashlight and whatever
There it
happens.
is. Oh wait, or no, this
No,
was.
I'm reading.
Yeah, this is for you.
Give it to me.
Oh, right,
That's
right.
right. I was like, hey guys, you should write this for my friend.
Do you think you want me to read the title of the ad?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what they meant.
I never know the way they write these things.
I just wish we
sometimes.
could keep one. One person.
They're probably gonna pass on this one.
This is probably gonna be the one though. I got a good feeling.
Let's see.
Introducing Kenny Loggins Noggin Joggin. Do you want to be more fit and more smarter? Well, this is the program for you. Kenny Loggins Noggin Joggin will get you moving and thinking. Want to learn how to be a genius and run separately? Kenny Loggins Noggin Joggin. Hey, you want to be sexy and get that big old brain? That's right, you guessed it. Kenny Loggins Noggin Joggin. Running, check. Thinking, check. Kenny, you betcha. Kenny, Loggins, noggin joggin, noggin joggin, noggin, joggin.
This is Hunter's first.
Playing with the boys.
Kenny Loggins Joggins. He wakes up to get those longings. He doesn't really do anything, but he knows a race round the short horses.
Promo code. Kenny Noggins Joggin Loggin.
That's right.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I
That
think
was fun.
Yeah, I think
I think we'll keep it.
Yeah, they're gonna like that.
There's no way they won't. All right, I'm gonna try to do this fast and precise.
We'll see.
All right, so here is my top 5 songwriters of all time. I thought about this differently.
Here we go.
I thought about this as I think the top 5 greatest artists who can sit down with a guitar by themselves and write a song with their words. And
Why does it have to be a guitar?
Why with their words?
I guess it could be with a piano. It could be with the piano. It could be with it could be with anything. But it's like that singer-songwriter. It's just me and my.
So it really is just Jack White 5 times.
All right, well let's just kick it off.
Okay.
Number 5 is Neil Young.
I knew it.
Honorable mention for me.
Harvest is one of the greatest records of all time, possibly top 10 greatest records of all time. His words are straight poetry, and even though they are, it's literally every song writes.
I wish
poetry.
I would have wrote down what I thought your top 5 would be before you did it.
I knew. I mean,
I could probably at least get 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I knew. I'd probably.
Here's my
But
honorable mention.
his lyrics are amazing. His emotions great. I love the people who don't have conventional voices, but still are confident to give it their all, and it makes for a completely original song, completely original sound, and they don't try to hit a standard. They just do what they do, and Neil Young is the epitome of that. He does what he does, and he does it the way he does it, purely.
Pure.
Harvest front to back shows this. Him and Crazy Horse teamed up is great. If you're talking even with Zuma,
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Zuma is basically just it sounds like they just did this just for fun, but it's like a jam session. It's fantastic. If you're talking about Down by the River, it's like a 9-minute song of him and Crazy Horse fucking jamming.
I love
the
Neil
lyrics
Young.
are so
He is a good
great.
writer, but-
Neil Young's amazing. Old man.
Not top 5.
I mean,
Oh.
I get it. I get it. I don't like it though.
Old man is one of the, Old man's top
That's a very
at least
emotional
20 greatest written songs ever.
Dude, have you ever seen Jimmy Fallon
God.
do an
Dude,
impersonation?
it's done more
of that?
for him.
God, I can't.
That song's great, dude. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
The Needle. Oh my God, The Needle and the Damage Done is
That's
one
a
of the
great
most
one, too.
emotional songs ever made. It's literally he's just singing about his friends that have died overdosing on drugs. It's
Oh, and then you got
it's
Keep On-
heartbreaking.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Everything. Cinnamon
Classic.
Girl.
You don't like that song, dude? Oh, that song's great.
Dude, Down
I've
by the.
literally played that song in a band in high school, and I didn't like doing
Down
it.
by the
Every time
River
we
is
played it.
probably his best song. If you ever want to check out
Old
like
Man's my favorite.
an awesome song. Anyway, I'll keep going. Number 4, Jack White, of
Jack.
course.
I'm really glad it's not number 1.
No, number 4 is Jack White. I think.
Of course. I like how you followed that with an of course.
I think he's the greatest current musician that's still doing his thing. The things he's accomplished, you can't argue against. you can't. Dude, he's literally.
I just love this. You're on like I just see you on this podium.
Dude, Seven Nation Army.
Cannot argue it.
You can't argue his accomplishments. Seven Nation Army has been chanted more than We Will Rock You at this point.
No.
We will.
Dude,
No, it hasn't.
every baseball game, every cruise ship, like every sporting event now.
It's a great, big, giant song, but
Oh,
not more
sure.
than We Will Rock
Not
You.
more than we will.
We're the champions.
I'm okay
every-
with what you were trying to get out of that argument, but it's not bigger than we will.
Okay. Well,
Symbol.
the
Yeah.
chemistry, man. If you listen to the live records, like they just had this thing going. But the creativity of just him alone with his instruments, the things he's done with that, and how far he's taking it, and all the bands that he's in, and all the different things he's done. He is one of the. You can't argue he's one of the greatest songwriters that ever lived. If you don't think he's top 5, I understand how some people wouldn't put him in top 5, wouldn't put him in top 10. But you can't say he's not one of the greatest songwriters of our time. He's one of the last
I'm gonna keep it
living
quick.
people. I'm sorry. He's one of the last living people that are
Keep it quick.
that are. Okay, fine. All right, number 3, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger.
What? I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Oh, don't play a banjo while I talk.
You keep saying stupid shit.
No, number 3. I can't do this.
All right, now keep going. It's cool.
Number
I'm not gonna do it.
number 3 is Keith Richards and Mick Jagger.
We should break this out.
Honestly, 2 songs. Even though they've written so many great songs. There's 2 songs that put them at number 3 for me, which is "Gimme Shelter" and "Can't You Hear Me Knockin'." If you can write both of those,
Can't you
you're one of the greatest songwriters to ever live. And both of them wrote both of those songs. They've written pretty much every one of the Rolling Stones songs, which is arguably the greatest rock, one of the greatest. I mean, top 5 rock and roll. I mean, you can't say AC/DC is probably the greatest rock and roll, maybe, but the Rolling Stones is
Yeah, if you're talking
definitely
about
there.
pure rock
Yeah.
and roll, yeah, AC/DC.
But the Rolling Stones are just so confident, so strong, so bold, and the things they did were insane. Number 2, Johnny Cash.
He made my honorable mentions, but not.
Johnny Cash, I think, is the second greatest songwriter to ever live. I recently went through a album that's basically the evolution of Johnny Cash, where he started and where he ended in his life. So it starts with "Cry, Cry, Cry" and ends with "Hurt."
He didn't write that though.
Yeah, I know. But pretty much every other song on that he wrote. And when I was listening to it,
Ring of Fire.
I was listening to his lyrics and for his time and all of that, and like it still means, his words still mean so much. And he wrote them in the 60s, and they still are so relevant to what's happening now and
Dude.
to what's happening with people now. And
Oh yeah, he was definitely
With just-
willing to tell the darker side of it.
yeah, and just him with his guitar, man. Like, yeah, he's definitely the second greatest songwriter to me. Just him and his guitar, man.
On his last album with "Hurt," it's
My Name is Sue is so great.
on the
Tell him to God.
yes,
Cut you.
yes,
Yeah.
I was gonna cut you down, dude. That song is fucking tough. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, that shit's
That's
fucking
Robbie
tough.
Lawler's walkout song.
I like
That shit's real sick.
Oh man.
I like that other gospel one that he wrote later on better, about the world ending.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but
The trumpets, hear the pipers,
Oh yeah.
100 million.
Oh yeah, that one is great. I could play that guitar at one point.
That's
oh shit.
The Man Comes Around.
Yes, The Man Comes Around. That's a great one too.
Yeah,
That's
he's a great.
fucking great
I mean,
song.
literally, I don't know how many people from when they started to where they ended were making amazing music, like just with their guitar.
The guy
Just their
from-
guitar.
The guy from Nine Inch Nails actually said that his version of Hurt was like way better
Yeah.
than theirs.
Oh yeah, he basically said that's his now.
Yeah, because
Like-
that song it does.
And that's the
that song
thing though,
hard.
is that that might be the song that fucking hurts the most
Yeah.
hearing him. Like every song he's telling about some dark, well not every song, but a lot of them he went to some real dark shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you still feel it. But God, I don't think you feel it. Like you are
was
literally
rough.
listening to a man look back on his life and
Yeah.
all these things that he's regretted, all
I
these
know.
people he's hurt.
Oh, dude, that song makes me cry.
Like
Legit.
it
That song
is-
straight up makes me cry when I hear it.
Oh, man,
If we
it's
played that
rough.
right now, I don't think I could make music tonight. I really don't. I'd be so... Dude, it makes me feel so hard.
Today.
Yeah, that song.
You're gonna make me upset. But the reason why I picked... The reason I picked Walk the Line for this episode is because I was thinking of my top 5 songwriters. And I was thinking Johnny Cash is probably, arguably the best. And if not, he's in the top 5. So I was like, oh, Walk the Line would be great for that
Yeah, I
episode.
don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it.
So it wasn't because of this movie. The movie was because of my list.
So did you like the movie even more this time around? You're like, man, this is a great movie.
I loved how it was about him in June, but I wish it focused a little bit more on the music. But I get what they were doing. And of course, number one greatest songwriter ever is Bob Dylan. Jesus
I knew you had
Christ.
it number one.
Number one is
before.
Bob Dylan. He's the greatest
See,
songwriter to ever live.
I just hate his music, so I couldn't put him in there.
Jesus.
Here's my argument against Bob Dylan. Every one of the best versions of his song is done by somebody else.
But he wrote all of them. Everyone covers him.
You know,
Everyone covers Bob Dylan.
did you know that
Everyone.
he was infamous for plagiarism also? I actually read this other girl that
Yeah, but so
Rolling
was Led
Stones-
Zeppelin.
I
You
know.
love them.
I I actually I didn't put them in my top only because of their
I
plagiarism
figured.
stuff.
Yeah, I figured you'd have Zeppelin.
Because they're like one of my top 3 favorite bands ever, but yes, there was this girl that the Rolling Stones top 5 or Rolling Stones top 100 greatest songwriters ever. I can't remember what band she was from or what she did, but she was like saying that Bob Dylan had stolen a bunch of her music and a bunch of her lyrics
Well, I mean, who knows if that's true, though.
Yeah, that's it. Could be just a.
and a bunch of other people's music.
Regardless, I mean, he's gonna be on pretty much every list, and none of us mentioned Lennon or McCartney.
It's because the Beatles
But,
are
yes,
overrated
I mean-
as fuck.
No, they're not.
Oh,
No,
they
they're not.
I mean, he did write. I mean, it's
Rolling
fucking
Stones,
"Shelter
yeah.
from the Storms." I love that song. That's
No,
probably my
what's-
favorite
what's-
Dylan song.
Oh yeah, it's great. What's that one? I just can't remember the name of it right now. But it has the music video with him with the with the cards and has all the lyrics written on the cards. It's
I don't
the,
know that I've ever
and he-
watched a Bob Dylan.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, for real. I didn't know
Played
that was
like
a
the late
thing.
60s, early
yeah,
70s,
he did a
right?
music video back like in the 50s in black and white, or in the 60s, and it's just him with all the lyrics written on postcards, and he's just dropping. He's in the middle of the street, and he's just like dropping the cards as the lyrics are going by, and that song is one of the most well-written songs. The times are changing. You go to his bootleg albums of like all the songs that he never released, and even those are amazingly written. He took blues and made it folk, and most of his... Dude, you could swear up and down most of his songs are honest to God his life. That's how, like, detailed they are. You listen to him and you're like, oh, he lived this. This is what he's doing. But he's come out and said most of the songs he's made up. Most of them aren't even really about his life. He just made them up. That's freaking crazy. Then you talk about Hurricane.
Oh, he's a great storyteller. But delivery's part of it.
I love his delivery.
You got to make me want to listen to those lyrics.
Yeah, I just
mean-
don't like him.
And we're not doing singer-songwriters, so I get it. And again, he's going to be at the top of pretty much every other list.
But in every band that everyone loves, they cover him, and there's a reason why they cover him.
Because they can play
There's
his
a
music better
reason.
than he can.
No, that's what? No, it's because they listen to his music, and everyone's inspired by that, and everyone wants to play Bob Dylan. Everyone wants to play Bob Dylan.
He's just a bad version of,
Well, anything you're about to say, you just need to go to bed right now. You should go to sleep.
But again, none of us had Lennon or
Tom
McCartney.
Petty. He's a bad version of Tom Petty.
What?
That's what I was going to say. Tom Petty is
I'm not
Rob
gonna
Dylan
respond
that
to
can
that.
carry a tune.
I'm not going to respond. What? He doesn't even write the same music.
Their voice is just kind of similar, but
To end it.
Tom Petty
Let's
sings
not-
better.
They don't even write the same music.
But anyway, I get it. I mean,
But I don't think that's quite as pretentious as you were betting on.
It's still pretty pretentious.
Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, Neil Young, Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, Jack White.
Yeah.
Whatever. The hardest for me.
You read it again.
All right, number 5, Neil Young. Number 4, Jack White. Number 3, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. Number 2, Johnny Cash. Number 1, Bob Dylan. It was the hardest thing for me to do, to pick between the 5th spot, but it was really close between Neil Young and Paul Simon. I really thought about putting Paul Simon on there.
Oh yeah, I thought about them too.
7 is Phil Collins.
I wrote
For
him
me.
down. I actually just wrote him down like 10 minutes ago.
8 is Cat Stevens. 9 is Pete Townshend for The Who. 10 is Freddie Mercury. 11 is Lou Reed. And then I also had Leonard Cohen, Bob Marley, David Bowie, Beck, David Byrne from Talking Heads, and Tom Waits. Those were all my honorable mentions.
No Billy Joe Armstrong.
I also had Prince in there.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, for sure, you could argue him. I never grew up really getting into him. I got to. And also Bruce Springsteen. I need to do more work with him.
You don't?
I just recently
wanna
listened
get
to the
into
album
it, but I've
Nebraska,
never listened
and that album's amazing, amazing.
Yeah, everyone. I was just talking to Evan about it today that how everyone considers him to be one of the greatest songwriters and greatest rock artists of all time, but I've just never really listened to his music very much.
I don't know if you can
If
say that,
anyone
man.
ever came to me and said Bruce Springsteen's one of the best rock artists of all time, I'd want to swing on him.
Dude,
He's one of the greatest songwriters of all
I don't
time.
give two
Dude,
fucks about how much people love him.
I'm
He's
just
not
gonna
one of
listen
the
to
best
him.
rock
He's
artists
one of the
all
great,
time.
but he is one of the greatest songwriters of all time.
I don't even know about that.
Dude, go through Nebraska, listen to that
I
album.
will
don't
say
want
we
to.
didn't
I
start
will
the fire.
not.
He was saying we didn't start the fire because that song
It's
fucking
Billy Joel.
sucks. Okay, Billy Joel. Okay.
Billy Joel's amazing. Don't hate on Billy
Oh,
Joel.
no, I like Billy Joel. I hate that song.
That was
though.
another one.
That
That
song's
could've-
garbage.
honestly, seeing Billy Joel in concert lessened him. He probably would have. He might have made this list if not for that.
All right, well,
You guys-
we are
but you
way
got-
over.
Wait, you guys missed one honorable mention.
Mhm.
I can't. I had all the rest of them except for Jimi Hendrix. Wrote most of his music also.
Yep.
You guys forgot him. Castles Made of Sand, dude. Voodoo Child. Come on.
Yeah.
He was more of a guitar writer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just put him in a different category, but he is. I mean, he is
He's
phenomenal.
still great, but if we're talking
Dude,
about
he's a great writer.
songwriting, I feel
But,
like it's, I got
Great writer.
All right, well, Colin, you're the next pick. So what are we doing?
Oh, it's Hunter's next pick.
Oh, it's your next pick.
I picked
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Hunter, what's our next
Because he
pick?
did
And top
Spider-Man,
five.
you
Oh,
know.
right. My apologies. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna do a movie none of us have seen, and I know it for a
Awesome.
fact. I'm gonna throw a curveball your way.
Let's do it.
Mid-90s,
Oh,
Jonah Hill's directorial debut.
I'm very excited that
Yeah,
you said
I've been
that.
wanting to see that.
all
actually.
about the skateboarding. I feel like it's gonna be super nostalgic for me.
Mhm.
Maybe a little less for you.
Maybe a little. Well, maybe, because I've spent a.
I mean, I guess
spent a
you did dive into skateboard culture there for a little while.
I've spent a good 2 years living to skate,
but it's
like
more,
a typical
I
17-year-old.
feel like it's more gonna be like year-wise.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
things I'll remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know.
What's your top 5?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll
Top
figure
5
that out.
skateboarders would be cool, but I don't know if.
Yeah, I don't know.
Colin,
enough.
yeah. I could argue that
I
for
got
a
2
minute.
people. I got 3.
Who's your top 3? Just that you just thought of
fuck.
real quick.
Why do I forget his name? What's the crazy street skater? I always forget his fuck. Rodney Mullen.
Rodney Mullen.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. Bob
Rodney
Burnquist.
Mullen's- Rodney
Okay,
Mullen's
you
probably my number 1.
Yeah,
Probably.
Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist. I'm only just laying name people from goddamn Tony
Yeah, I
Hawk
see
first year
that.
too.
Because I don't even.
So,
I mean,
you know.
obviously, you'd have to throw Tony Hawk in there just to.
Tony
but I
Hawk's
don't even
in there.
know. As far as my favorite skaters, I mean, Tony Hawk's in there.
Colin
just 'cause-
Provost is my favorite. I've always
Tony
loved
Hawk's
his
the best
pieces.
like vert skater ever, right? Or was at one point.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean, people have just pushed it. then
People
what's so
sleep
far
on
now,
Jaws,
I
man.
guess.
people sleep on Jaws.
Jaws.
The skater, he has the record now for most stairs. Pretty sure.
Don't know who you're talking
Dude, you gotta look him up.
about. But yeah,
All right,
whatever.
anyway.
We'll figure that.
Wrap
top
it
out.
up.
It's
The House of Rouse.
It's been Rouse Town.
Unsubscribe.
Submit
Yeah,
your
don't watch
requests.
this.
Email.
Cut it off.
Fill out your purchase orders.
Send us your ads.
New merch coming soon.
Send me an ad. Give it to me,
New merch.
Daddy.